Hi, Don with Ricochet Off-Road here again, and would like to talk about this new 2020 RZR XP Pro. And this is our latest skid plate set. This is our half-inch UHMW set. We also make this in a 3/16 aluminum, which is a little bit less money if that's the way you want to go. We're doing a couple of things a little bit differently this year on this set, where we're actually incorporating a little bit of an aluminum into the set itself. And the first area I want to point out is this area right here, where we actually wrap up in front in the footwalls. We opted to go with a 3/16 aluminum piece that bolts right here. You can see how it bolts right here to the UHMW plastic. And the reason why we do this is because the UHMW, especially this half-inch thick, is not a very easy material to form, and it's really difficult to get it to come up and tuck in really tight, because we need to keep this, obviously we want to be able to get that up there high enough to give you some good protection up here, but with the half-inch thick, it just makes that really difficult to do, and we need to keep the clearances in case people put oversized tires and stuff on it. The other area where we're using a little bit of aluminum is right back here, and this is mainly just because it just helps facilitate the mounting of this little piece that goes over here and protects the linkage area here. And then the other area where we're using the aluminum is in the front bash plate. And we're doing that is because I've had a couple of instances where these really small UHMW pieces, if this machine gets nosed in really hard, we've actually had some of the UHMW catching, and it can pull it right through the mounts and come off. So we opted to go with the aluminum right here in this area, and we've doubled, if you see here, we've doubled the thickness, which so you've got 3/8 of aluminum over the steel plating that Polaris already has there. So this is really well protected. I mean, you can nose that machine in. Really, you can just crash it in, and you're going to be very well protected on that. And this set is like all of our other sets. We really try to keep the amount of drilling to a minimum, and on this set there's no drilling and tapping. This half-inch UHMW set from front to back is a 100% direct bolt-up system using our clamps, and then we're also picking up some of the factory mounting points on that. Another thing too, I'd still like to talk about our aluminum A-arm guards, and I get a lot of questions of people asking me why we don't do A-arm guards out of the UHMW, and it's the same reason we did this, is because UHMW is not a very stiff plastic. It's, for lack of a better word, it's floppy, and it doesn't hold its shape real well. And you got to have and because it is such a flexible plastic, you have to have that thickness, like 3/8 to a half an inch, to give you the adequate protection. So we definitely feel that the aluminum is a much better material for this application, because the formability and the stiffness of the aluminum allows us to really form this in and tuck this in, because the two things you want out of an A-arm guard is not only protect the A-arm, but also the protection to your CV boots, and there is just no way we could do this in a UHMW and get this kind of coverage on that boot. Even when these wheels are opened up, you still got a lot of good protection from twigs and stuff getting in there and damaging these these boots. And then it also allows us to really tuck this in tight in here, so we got maximum coverage when the wheels turn over. And then the same thing here on the rear trailing arms. We like the aluminum on this too, because it's just very tough. It just mounts up nice, and it just makes for a nicer product. So anyway, there it is for 2020, and I really appreciate your consideration of Ricochet products for all your protection needs. Thank you.